Hey, hi, hello everybody, this is Lord Luxo. Let me just preface this by saying that this is my first time trying to do a commentated Speedpaint. So if it's just that bad, you feel free to just mute this and put on some music in the background, some of your own choice. I don't mind, it's fine, I get it. It's not gonna be good. Okay, so it's 3:30 in the afternoon as I'm recording this, which means that I have about half an hour to get this done. Because, as we know, soon as 4 PM hits, there's some fun to be had, if you know what I'm saying. So as you may probably recognize from the thumbnail and the title and whatnot, this is a piece of fan art for Darken77. I have actually already made a piece of this man, which was actually featured as a thumbnail on one of his videos, which I was very surprised by and grateful for. And I'm doing another one because, well, doing another one, and I also have like 2 other ideas solely because his Sona's character design, it just scratches something in my brain. It's fun. Plus, the man's a goat. I'm a goat. Like, I mean, I just gotta do this, right? I'm having fun here. Also, the whole ice and snow kind of theme he's got going on for season 11. I mean, that's so fun. Like that's a fun thing to draw, just in general, because like ice and like the reflectivity of it all. Gosh, that's a hard word to say. It was also like an interesting detour into furry art, I guess, because I don't usually do that, but hey, fun. Oh yeah, I also want to apologize for like not starting this off before I made the little initial sketch. I kind of didn't think it would like. I didn't think I would actually be turning it into a full-on piece, but then I was like, heck yeah, I'm totally doing that. I don't even know if I'm like proper commentating on the speed paint here. I mean, I'm gonna try obviously, but you know, I'm just gonna talk about whatever in case I need to bolster it out a bit. Alongside like the reflections and the shinies and all that on the ice and snow, like there's also the shinies on his Minecraft skin on the Sona, right? Like all the shiny red bits. I like shinies and I like red. That's my favorite color. In case it wasn't obvious from like everything about my channel. Like halfway through the process of this, I had this lovely thought, because I like kept looking at those crocs. How does one combine hoofs and crocs? Like at one point I was just gonna draw him with normal human feet. I was like pretty content with that, yeah. But then randomly I looked at the Crocs, like the official website, the store website, and they had these freaking pet Crocs, like for dog, right? But that made me think, like, if they can be shaped like this for dogs, like, could I technically just slightly reshape these so they would fit hoofs? So at first, like, I just tweeted the picture as a joke, mentioning that I was just thinking about like how would one fit a croc onto a hoof, specifically a goat's hoof. After which I replied to that picture of the website, tagging Doc and asking whether he would refer to himself as hoofed or something like that. I don't remember my exact wording. To which I think he replied something like, "Yeah, but size 13." So I looked at that. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go look at hoof sizing. To which obviously only like horse hoof sizing came up. So that route wasn't gonna work. But so that route wasn't gonna work. So then I just went with like massive hoofs, the size of human feet. Of big human feet. Oh, this is an odd topic to get into. Jeez. So I was on a vacation with my family at this point in time. So we were like at this resort. We were all in one room, just watching this small child. And I sat down in a chair, like off to the side, whipped out my sketchbook and started doodling various humanoid goat legs with crocs. I'll probably pop that on the screen if I haven't been doing so already. And I'm pretty sure I covered like 2 or 3 pages. It's a small sketchbook, but it's still a lot for goat crocs. So then I'm like, yeah, I mean, this kind of works. I'm gonna do this. And yeah, I might also mention, while I was on this vacation, I obviously didn't have that massive drawing tablet with me, or any tablet actually. I mean, it was a family vacation. I wasn't just gonna spend the time drawing. So I was just making these doodles in my sketchbook. And as soon as I got back, tablet comes out. At that point, I had like flat colors down. So then I started playing around with like the shaping, the sizing, the how would I like fit human feet, legs, goat human legs. I don't know, is there a furry term for this? Should I have a term for that? Let me know. I don't know if any furries are watching this. So I tried making up like a fun pose with that, kind of like with one leg a bit further to the back, making it slightly more dynamic, which it definitely ended up looking a lot better than my original sketch, which was honestly kind of boring. I still think the pose could have been a bit more fun, a bit more dynamic, but hey, it worked. Also, with this piece, what I really enjoyed was the background. I don't usually do very detailed backgrounds, but I was having so much fun with like all the icy and snowy bits, and then the ice palace, the tower. It's like it's really fun, especially like I said, including all the reflectiveness, all the shinies, all the little bits of snow all around. Also, like the red lighting, all the sparkly reflections and stuff. I know the background isn't as detailed as it could be, but like I'm learning. I'm still getting into it. Right? Just like with this entire commentary thing, because honestly, like this is what is this? My third video I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm. It's not great. I've been trying to make the sound a bit better though. There should be like less noise now. Hopefully, maybe, perhaps. It's still gonna be bad. Speaking of Doc's design again, I do think it's really fun because of like the raggediness of it all, like especially the lab coat he's got going on, because that means I can add random little details in the form of holes and like the tear in the fabric and everything just being a bit messy. And I don't like it when clothes, even in art, look super clean. Like it adds a bunch of realism, and it's much more fun to add that realism with like tears and holes and whatnot. Or like I think I did some missing buttons. And that's the thing with his eye, that could definitely be interpreted as him having one black eye or a missing eye. But for some reason, at first sight, I interpreted that as sunglasses. But it's like half sunglasses that somehow connect to the other part of his face. So in this piece, I didn't draw him with that on, kind of to try to explain mechanics of how I think that's supposed to work. So those half sunglasses I put in his pocket. Quite frankly, I don't know how I'm going to get 10 minutes of audio out of all this. Like it's been 20 minutes. I think the entirety of my speaking makes up for like 5 minutes of clear audio. Maybe I should make these speed paints a bit shorter and just try and 10 minutes. I do know that this one time I made a speed paint that was like 40 minutes long. In my defense, I do think the clear time on that was about 48, maybe more hours. Something like that, maybe 42, I'm not entirely sure right now. The point is, the speed paint was nearly an hour long. So this speed paint, as it is, pulled down to 10 minutes. The ratio there is 1 hour, 1 minute. So this took about 10 hours in total. So each minute of this recording is 1 hour of drawing. Now that I'm thinking about the goat thing, I do think I have a drawing of me that I made for like an older video. I think it was actually the one where I acquired this microphone when I was like 13, and I drew myself as an actual goat. I could probably find that. But yeah, another thing, you might be noticing that sometimes I like write on the screen apologizing and whatnot. Yeah, so those, usually when I draw, it's right about this time. 4 p.m. on a Saturday. I don't know if I recorded any usable evidence of anything that was happening. If I did, I'll show it. But yeah, it's coming up on 4 p.m., which means I'm going to turn this off, and hopefully I will have enough recording to put into those 10 minutes. Hopefully, pretty please. I'm bad at speaking. Do forgive me for that. I'm trying. I do hope this looks good. I do hope you like drawing, Speedpaint. Oh yeah, I hope you had fun at least on some level. Probably wouldn't have watched this if you didn't. Okay, bye-bye! Just in case I ever need evidence footage. This is what I'm looking at the moment.